Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer, and I am your coach of the Phillies, Soldu. Welcome, one and all, back again to the APA. We are here for our Week 4 team builder, and we are taking on in vivid color, coach of his South Texas Sableyes. Be sure to go check him out in the description below. He's an amazing dude. He is a great content creator. He's a good battler. I know because I actually, for a while, was one of his main guys helping him team build. Since then, he's gotten better on his own, and now he's doing really well. He's in the NPA, he's in the WBE, taking on the big man. Let me try that again with English. Taking on the big boys, and here he is finding himself in the APA, taking over for Kyle, aka Sleeping Knight, who had to drop, unfortunately. So he didn't get to draft this specific team, but he did get to draft his round 2 team. So, Vivid is an amazing guy, so be sure to go check him out. And let's talk about his brutal, amazing team that I don't want to face. So, Mr. In Vivid Color, my friend, is going to be taking on my team, which is the last time we'll be using this team, of course. My draft analysis for the second draft will be going up on Sunday. So today's Friday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It is Friday, actually. It's 7 in the morning on Friday. I just got done working overnight. I'm very tired. I want to die, but that's just because everything. Anyway, I don't actually want to die. Don't call the police on me. It's a millennial humor, I promise. In Vivid Color, using this team. Last time we get to use this team, the new one's going up on Sunday. Really excited for you to see it. I like it a lot better because it has some fun mons. But our team, Mega Charizard X, Zapdos, Suicune, Florges, Excadrill. I almost said something else. I don't know what I was going to say. Excedrin, Miltank, Chestnut, Cecil, Weezing, Espeon, and Dancing. And he is going to be rocking out with the Latias, the Alolan Ninetales, the Arcanine, the Empoleon, Hitmontop, Rotom, Mamoswine, Masquerain, Miss Maggie, Terrakion, Mega Absol. So, when I look at this team and I look at mine, here are the things that I know are going to happen. I know that I'm going to look at Team Preview and I'm going to see that Terrakion. I know at Team Preview I'm going to see that Arcanine. I don't know about anything else. Honestly, I just know those two. Probably the Mamoswine. I'm not too... I wouldn't be too shocked to see it, and I wouldn't be too shocked to see it, not see it. Those three I'm the most confident about. The other three, Latias is a potential bring. Definitely Latias can come. A little Ninetales, obviously. And then the last one could be really anything. Probably Empoleon to get a Brox, because I don't think he'd want to have Terrakion be a rocker. Although he could also have Mamoswine be a rocker. So, other things. I'm not too really sure to see if I'm going to see Rotom or not. Although he is able to Volt Switch on my ground type because he can Wisp it. I don't really want to come in on a Wisp, obviously. So, I'm not sure, because I also have Chestnut and Zard, which stop it if I'm, Mega Evolved. Doesn't do a lot to it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to see. What am I sure I'm not going to see? I don't think I'm going to see Masquerain just because of how easy I could defog versus him, and how my team is just naturally not the fastest in general. I don't think I'm going to see Hitmontop. I don't see how Hitmontop does anything versus my team. I mean, the only thing it really does is Intimidate spam paired with Arcanine, but that's about it. Mismatches I can kind of see, but I have what I need to be ready for it. Mega Absol I don't expect. If Mega Absol could run 6 moves, then yes, it would 100% be here to this match, but unfortunately it can't. Because it wants Swords Dance, it wants Knock Off, Sucker Punch, Super Power, Play Rough, Iron Tail. It wants everything. And then it still doesn't break their Weezing without like an SD and a whole bunch of prior damage, so I'm confident I'm not going to see Absol. I'm not confident I'm not going to see Absol. I'm confident I'm not going to see Hitmontop. I'm pretty confident about not seeing Mismagius or Masquerain. So, that's where we're at with this team. So, what did we bring? By the way, if I didn't say it already. You should already see the team on your... You should way have already saw the team on your screen. Unless editing me, who is me in like 25 minutes, is a butthead. So, let's talk about the team that I brought. Alright? Let's talk about the team that I brought. I know for a fact... I don't remember fully how we built the team, because we tossed around a lot of stuff, y'all. We tossed around a lot of stuff. We knew that the biggest threat to my team was going to be the Terrakion. I knew a big annoyance to my team was going to be the Alolan Ninetales. I know a huge threat to my team was going to be the Mamoswine. and potentially the Latias, depending on what the set was. I knew Arcanine was going to come as a defensive mon. It's his only way. If he does not bring a defensive Arcanine with like Dragon Pulse or Roar or something of that nature, he is going to get murdered by Mega Charizard X. Like, he's going to get blown to the stratosphere. So I know Arcanine is going to be there. And I know Terrakion is going to be there because it's like a dangerous threat to my team. So, with all that, I know that we kind of didn't really focus on the EVs this match. We wanted a good, very good plan, a very good team, a solid way to make sure that his threats did not beat me. And honestly, all I really needed to win was to play the game safe and have 2 win cons ready to go. One back up to the other. Both completely able to destroy his team. And with hazards, he does not beat them. He cannot. He is not able to beat my team if I bring hazards, bring status spam, have appropriate checks to his offensive threats, and just bring my 2 win cons. That's all I need. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not that hard to fit on a team like this, especially the team I'm bringing, or the team that I've drafted. It's easy for me to have defensive checks. It's easy for me to bring hazards. It's easy for me to bring toxic in a couple months. Alright? So, when we were building this team, I really hope I'm capturing the right screen. Otherwise, I'm going to cry multiple times. I am. Great. Okay, so we knew that we were going to bring Mega Charizard X. We knew that Mega Charizard X was definitely going to be a huge win con this match because LOL at his team. It's not a bad team, but like LOL at his team when it comes to facing Mega Charizard X. So Mega Charizard X, level 50, St. George. And I knew that I knew what set I wanted. I knew that the set is very dangerous to bring, but I also checked the Calix versus particular thing, and I knew that this was okay to bring in Roost. Now I wanted this set because it let me beat his best check to me, which is going to be the Arcanine with a little bit of prior damage. I wanted this set because I wasn't concerned about the Latias. I knew that if I brought a certain team, which we ended up not bringing this certain mon, which could have bit me in the butt, but I knew that if I pursuit trapped it with my Sneasel, even if he doesn't switch out, even if he's Cold Berry, if I pursuit trap it and he kills me Draco, once he comes back in on rocks, he's done. He loses 2+1 Flarelets. Unless he's like fully physically defensive, in which case I'm not scared of it anyway. So I'm okay with the Latias being able to wall me. Alright, I'm okay with that. Because it doesn't really wall me. +1 Flare Blitz blows it through the moon. So, this set destroys his entire team. I have to be careful of what I choose to set up on, though. There are certain mods on his team that I just cannot set up on. I have to be careful of low Ninetales because of Sub Encore, which I don't really expect, but still. I have to be careful of Latias unless it's at -2. I have to be careful of what the Arcanine's in store for me. I can set up on the Hitmontop, maybe the Rotom-Mow, the Masquerain with ease, depending on the Mamoswine spread and everything. I can set up on the Mismagius, Terrakion locked into close combat, and Mega Absol. I have options, but I gotta be careful with this thing because it can. The other thing is I could have run a wall breaking set. So instead of Dragon Dance, I have Dragon Claw, and I could have just run a wall breaking set. But I didn't want that because I felt like as soon as I get a Dragon Dance up, because I'm not going to click it without being ready, the game is over. I didn't have an idea for EVs. Like I said, we kind of built a skeleton for this. Now, originally we had Sneasel. I am going to skip some of the stuff that we went back over because I don't have a lot of time. I had Sneasel on here, and then we took Sneasel off, and then Sneasel went back on, and then Sneasel came back off. I'll let you know right now that I did not put Diancie or Espeon or Weezing on the team at any point in time. Sneasel was on and off, and there was one more that was on and off. But I'll get into more why later, why I was so quick to take it off. So I knew that I wanted Chestnut. Okay, like I said, that's not Chestnut, that's Cherrim. That's not a Pokemon. This is a Pokemon, kind of. So Zenyatta, level 50. I knew that I wanted this. Why did I want this? Because it gave me an answer to the. Depending on what the set was, I could easily switch in on a choice locked Mismagius into a Shadow Ball or maybe something else. Because I have a Bulletproof. But mainly, it let me switch in on the Empoleon. Pressure to Defog. It let me switch in on the Hitmontop, on the Rotom-Mow to an extent, on the Mega Absol, but most importantly, it was one of my best checks to the Terrakion. I did not want to bring Weezing because I did not think that Weezing did back to it what it needed to do. And I'll be honest, well, I'll get more into the Terrakion thing later. I knew I wanted this. That's all I really knew, that I wanted this Pokemon. I knew that the set had to be Leech Seed, Spikes, and Drain Punch. I didn't know what I wanted in the last set. Like I said, I wanted Hazards, and I wanted Status Band, but I didn't think that this was going to be one of my statusers, because I needed it to be able to take hits. So, I left it here. I maxed out your HP, and then I left you. I said, I'm going to come back to you. Alright? And I knew that I wanted a Veil Breaker. So we put Florges on here. I wanted to make sure that Veil was never going to be a problem, and that I'd be okay to deal with it. Like, I'd be okay against it. I wouldn't be so scared that it would cause me a problem. So, I put Defog on here, and because, like, I needed a way to beat the Arcanine, obviously, and this was going to be my best way to do it. This does not beat Arcanine, depending on the set. It can run Toxic, it can run Flare Blitz, and the set I'm running does not beat it. But I knew that it would get me what I needed to versus the Arcanine to where I could win with Charizard, and that was running Toxic. I then kind of locked into certain team moves with the last slots because I want an offensive move. I don't want ever to be... We'll get into it in the synthesis. And I played around with your EV Spread Builder. So at this point, we were tossing around a lot of things. I was like, okay, so I definitely want Extra Drill on team as an offensive check to stuff. So there's that. I wanted Suicune, and then we were like, no, we gotta have Zapdos, and we were like, no, we gotta have this. We gotta have Miltank. No, we gotta have Suicune needs to be on the team. And like we were tossing around so much, and we couldn't fit everything on the team. So I took a break from the team build. Came back to it, and I realized something, and this is what really helped me beat the team. What I figured out was that under no circumstance can I let that Terrakion start going. If it's Scarf Terrakion or Banded Terrakion, it's a different story. F. If that is a setup Terrakion, if I let it set up, I'm toast. I'm toast because it can break for itself. And the best thing is, status is not just it's not just going to be up to status. And it's a hard thing to think that I can't just let status be my only way, which ends up being the case in one of the months. I have to be super careful around it. Because if it SDs, it can break until the point where I get something like Extra Drill in. And then Extra Drill can revenge, starting it out or revenge it. And then it can jump back in later and Rock Polish. And then it can sweep the rest of my team. So I have to be insanely careful. I expect 100% Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Double Stab, Titanium Z. Because plus C Titanium Z will knock out my best check to it, which is going to be the Chestnut. He could bring something else. Like he could bring Rocky MZ if he's scared of Weezing, but I don't think he should be. At all. Because Weezing isn't going to do anything back but Wisp. Which he can Heal Bell off later. Or Healing Wish off later. So, we finished this team with the idea in mind that Terrakion setting up is basically a game over. It's kind of reminding me of week 1 where we're playing chess, where if anyone ever sets up, the other person loses. So, that led me to the next 2 months. 2 months that I know that I had to be on here, because after a while, we definitely settled on this. I knew that I had to have Suicune, because while I was so focused on Terrakion, I realized that's not the only big threat to me. And that was, I needed to switch into the Mamoswine. So, I have Purity here. And I needed Scald. I couldn't let this be setup fodder. This was setup fodder for Latios every single day. So I needed Roar, I needed Recovery, so I went with Rest, and then because I don't want to be locked into Rest all the time, I went with Sleep Talk. I didn't have a problem with the set. It would have been nice to have Calm Mind over Roar, but Crocoon is not the game plan this match. I need Roar. And I didn't know that I wanted Leftovers. And, oh god. It didn't take me long. Check button. Ooh, I gotta remember that. You never know, I might run a check button later. Leftovers. And we tossed around for just a quick second. What do we run on Suicune? Do we run a bulky or do we run a fast? And we all kind of like agreed that the idea would be run fast. This is like the first EV spread I actually did. And you're going to be 36, and then you're going to be the rest in speed with the Timid Nature. And this is going to allow me to outpace that Terrakion. Whoa, did I say Terrakion? Am I high? Maybe. This is going to allow me to outpace the Mamoswine. I don't get too shot by Life Orb Earthquake. I do a crap ton of damage to skulls, chance to burn, and I put it in range, of course, of other stuff like my Miltank clicking anything really. But I'll have a second check to it. I definitely wanted multiple checks to a lot of stuff. So, and this helps keep that idea going that I don't let Terrakion set up. Because look at what I have so far. This Earthquake's Terrakion and 2 KOs it. Guaranteed. I came back to this and I put 28 EVs so that Drain Punch will always 2 KO that Terrakion even with HP. This will always 2 KO Terrakion. This phases that Terrakion, but it also has Scald to potentially get burns and 2 KO it. So with that in mind, I knew that I wanted Extra Drill. I've got to put this on here, but I knew I wanted Extra Drill. Choice Scarf, Molt Breaker, Extra Drill just completely murders him. Like, good lord. Like, look at his team. His ground resists are Immunity with Levitate, Masquerain, LOL, not a Pokemon, Immunity with Levitate. So his only real ground resist is the Masquerain. And when I was kind of looking at this, has kind of made me think that maybe that Hitmontop might actually come. Because if he doesn't, what did he do with this Pokemon? This is the only thing that can switch in on the Extra Drill. So, I heard my phone go off, but I don't have it with me, so I can check to see if anything important is happening. It's just Spanik being a wholesome motherfucker and liking all my shit. Spanik, if you were watching, I love you to death. Now then. So, of course, I said Molt Breaker, Earthquake, Destroy, since they're perfect in type an Earthquake. This set was kind of weird to bring, so I'll go ahead and tell you that I brought Iron Head. No. Iron Head. Brick Break. Brick Break is nice because it allows me to break Veil. It also gives me something that he also doesn't really like switching into. He doesn't really like fighting type moves too much. But it's there if I need it, and it also would, help me stop Terrakion from setting it up. And I put Rapid Spin in there as a last case Terrakion is dead scenario, and I need to get rid of hazards. I am not going to be clicking Rapid Spin unless I have to. But it's there because I didn't really need anything else. So, I put that on the team. I said, I don't know if I want any bulk on you yet. I'll come back to you. And for this final member, we knew that we needed rocks. I could have changed Extra Drill to have rocks, but again, that would give Terrakion setup, and I cannot do that. So, we were kind of thinking about maybe we should put rocks on here. Maybe we can go without rocks. That's a theory. Because he can bring all of his levitators, but, like, what is he going to do? Rocks are still going to do, spikes are still going to be nice. But rocks are nice for that, Arcanine. So, while we were tossing everything up, I finally decided, it's like, okay, guys, we need to bite the bullet, we need to bring rocks. Miltank has to come to this match. It sucks to have something that is this baiting. The reason we didn't bring Zapdos was because it also baits in the Zapdos, and while I could bring something similar, it wouldn't give me rocks. Zapdos invited in Terrakion too much. Unless he was afraid of Discharge. If he wasn't afraid of Discharge, it literally just... Come get me, Terrakion. Come get me, yum yum yum, come get me. So, I typed in this, and this ended up being Skeleton. I went in and finished the EVs later. Female, Gallagher, you are level 50. And your item, I knew, though, that if I was bringing Miltank, I had to bring Choppleberry. And I had to bring Stealth Rocks, that's the reason I brought it, and I had to bring Thunder Wave. I mean, I know it can be Healing Wish later, but, like, it would help me revenge it no matter what, and it would never be a problem, in my opinion. So, Milk Drink, and then Seismic Toss. So that's what I ended up bringing, and I ended up changing Thick Fat. While this could be another answer to Mamoswine, and it still kind of is because Earthquake does more, I got rid of Thick Fat and I put on Scrappy so that I would not be set up for the mismatches, because that could also be a threat. Because LOL, the only thing I have to check it other than this Miltank is praying that it's Mono Shadow Ball and it can't actually hit me, or the Chestnut, and it's going to bring down the beam, so, or hope that it doesn't have Sub. This stops me from being beaten by Sub Nasty Block, because I can revenge it obviously with an Extra Drill. So let's go back and start filling stuff in. I didn't need a lot of speed on this. I did have 36 speed on there. Specifically, it was for something, I'm sure. Let's see if I can remember what it's for. Maybe like a max speed Napoleon. It's also for anything he's trying to speed creep me. But it might be for something else. Let me think. I don't see anything else that it could be for. Offhand. I think it's just for speed creeping and also maybe a max speed Napoleon. Woohoo! So, I went with the rest in bulk because I didn't want to invest too much in SPDF. I didn't want to invest too much in attack. I didn't need the attack. So, I went with this and then I went with that bold nature. Come on. What are you doing? So, bold nature. Because I don't need the attack because I'm running Toxic Toss. So, and let's go back and fill in some of these EVs. So this, I wasn't concerned about a max speed Rotom. If it was max speed, it's because it's a Suicune. Maybe I should bring this up to be faster, but I want the Adamant. And I can't beat Rotomo and be Adamant. So, I'm going to run this. Is that what I ran? No. I was smart with my EVs. Look at me. I ran this and I ran Adamant. I didn't see any need to be super, like, weird with my EVs this match because the team is pretty straightforward. I have designated switch-ins to certain things. The goal is to get up hazards, the goal is to get toxic on certain stuff, and then wear down his team and then just either click Dragon Dance or click AQ until the game is over. So, I'm going to go in and quickly talk about my EV spread real quick. We ultimately decided with Spiky Shield for this, but then we changed the last minute to Synthesis because staying healthy is important. And we put the helmet on here so that I can keep, like I said, everything does a decent amount of damage to Tracheon. However, it still does this thing where it can set up one time, and that may be the only time it needs. So I want to make sure that I'm also consistently dealing damage to it, so I brought the Rocky Helmet. So I can help with these 2 KOs, maybe becoming OKOs. And then I just threw the rest of this stuff into bulk, because I'm like that. And you went with Impish Nature. Pretty straightforward. Let's move on. I actually changed this last minute to Synthesis. So this, I gave it leftovers. I thought about Berry, I think, because of the something. I wasn't sure why I went with Berry. Oh, because of Mega Absol, but I felt like I was okay versus Mega Absol anyway, and it could be popped later and all kinds of stuff. I ended up really doing a lot of calcs for this. I ended up with a certain spread, and it's weird to me, but this does what I need. It gives me the special bulk that I need to take on stuff like the Latios, take on stuff like little Ninetales, come in on it constantly to defog away the rail. It gives me what I need to take on the Mismagius to an extent. It gives me what I need to take on the Rotomo. And the Napoleon, too. So, it ended up being a weird spread, but then I found out that I could get more out of my EVs if I just did Max for New, and then a Careful Nature. So, or a Calm Nature. Pretty straightforward. I didn't really need any speed for anything, so. And then last but not least, I still have more. So Suicune, we already did. Excadrill. Maybe last but not least. This is the last but not least. Excadrill, I found out I didn't need any bulk. I think I threw the 16 defense so I could take Ice Shards better and such, because it'd give me more than if I put it in HP. And then I threw the rest in speed, which would put me over the Mammoth. So this is what I ended up with. It does what it needs to. It has designated switch-ins to his threats. It has ways to get up hazards. It has toxics to get off on what I need to get toxics off on. It has other ways to wear down the team very slowly. It has 2 potential mons that can clean up late game. It's a very good team, and I'm very happy with it. And this is what we are going to be going in with tomorrow for the battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the team builder. Please let me know what you guys think of the team, what you guys think of the matchup, what you guys think of me and the way I do my team builders. And what do you want to see in draft number 2? I mean, it's already happened, but what do you want to see in draft number 2? Maybe draft number 3. What do you want to see? Because, of course, that's going to be coming up soon for us, but you won't see it for 4 more weeks. So, this is that. This is it. This is this. That is that. I am Josh. I can English very well. It's actually the only language that I know somehow. And I'm still not very good at it. My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out, my friends.